Hey guys, today we're going to Doong Island. It's been a while since I've been back there, even though I've been back here to Butigis a few times throughout my life. It's been well over 20 years since I went back to Doong. I don't know why I never went back there. I think because all the family and cousins would just come here to this island. So we're going to take you over there, check out the old ruins of the house where my mum grew up, where my grandmother was born and raised, and where my great-grandfather Lulu, Andreas, and Lulu Kusang was pretty much born and raised and, grew this family. Check this out. I was raving about these Crocs, but I didn't break them in, so unfortunately, I don't know if you can see that, it's given me a few blisters, and the salt water is actually stinging my feet right now. So, this is my cousin, this is my cousin, and pretty much everyone here is a relative, so it's been a while. How you doing? Musta?
Mayapon.
Ano man? Uwawa? Shy? Alright, so we're gonna go check out the old ruins of the house. We get out of this little jungle here. Turns out the whole family is having a day out swimming and drinking here, so we don't actually have to go to the other side of the island and see where they live because they're all here. Oh. That guy's name's Punkul. He's married to one of my cousins, Mia. This one? Oh. Wait. What the? Have a look at this island rat's tail. I think the last time we came here was 1998, so 11, 12, right? I think we were 12. Yeah, we're about 11 years old. It was a long time ago, so.
Maybe me, I forget already. Even my house is just the apart. I forget this way already.
You don't come here?
No.
Even Mark doesn't come over here to the island very often. Look where we're going. Yeah. So what they just told me is this area here is where the students go. There's a lot of privacy here, so they go here and, the young couples, this is where they go and hide and make sweet love. We're here?
Yeah, that's the house before too.
Which house?
That one.
We're here?
Yeah.
Is this it? Oh, it's overgrown. Here? Oh wow, I did not expect this. It's been overgrown. They're saying when Yolanda hit, when was Yolanda? 2013. It completely destroyed the old house. It was an old heritage house, as you can see
the only
here.
left here is that one, the water tank. Look, that's the only one.
Hang on a sec.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see, but they're the remains of the old stairs. I'll try and point that out when I edit it, but
This is the only one left.
here's the old water tank.
Water tank, yeah. Like more than 100 years.
Wow. That's I really did not expect this to be so overgrown like this. Like this area was all open, and it was a nice, 2-story wood house, like a heritage house that they had. It's so unfortunate that this is the remains of it. So it might not look like much now, but this is where my mom was born and grew up as a small child and would run around as kids and play until they moved to Cebu City. But wow, this is like... I had an idea in my head that, you know, there'd be ruins here, but I didn't think it would be overgrown like this. This looks like a jungle. So the story goes, my great-grandfather, Lulu Andreas, and his wife, Lulu Kusang, in the early 1900s, were farmers here and fishermen, and these are what you'd call enchanted islands. So the story goes that he was friends with an Agta. If you don't know what an Agta is, it's a supernatural being. It's pretty much the locals' version of a Bigfoot. And they said that the Agta helped cultivate the land, so his produce grew more plentiful, more than others, and he was able to buy a ship and sail that produce to the island of Negros, also while taking that through the islands here all the way to Bantayan mainland and even to Cebu. And because there was so much and he made a lot of money from it, he bought a lot of the land around here and through the islands. A lot of the land here in Doong, where you see in Butigis, all the way up to Bantayan. Big land up there that he's purchased, you know, way back in the start of the early 19th century, and all the way even to Cebu. And, you know, 100 years later, it's kind of crazy to see what it's like. I really did not expect it to be so overgrown. Like, Mum, if you can see this, this is what the old place is like. There's not much left. There's a few ruins. But as you can see, all of this was all open. Like, not like this was all open. And, you know, when we came here as kids, we could run around and have fun and see what it was like for our parents. But now, there's just nothing left. I don't know if you can see the old stairs there. The old, so this is where the house was. Big house that was here. And where Lulu Andreas and Lulu's son had their family. And this is where they lived. Wow.
Like almost 200 years now.
What, this old post?
Yeah.
So they're saying this old post is almost 200 years old and it still remained even after the typhoon. If I get a closer look here to the old staircase. Oh, you can see the post there. Wow. So I remember last time we came here, we all slept upstairs here, which would have been up here. So it would have been maybe 20, 30 of us, and we all slept. No one slept in the rooms because they were all, even the parents were all scared of ghosts, and they said it was haunted. So we all slept in a room, just all up in here, 20, 30 of us. And these stairs here, where you can see, these stairs here down the bottom, just over there, there was a few benches. And where my Uncle Hector and my Uncle Gilia, where they all slept because they were drinking Tendaway all night and they couldn't make it up the stairs, so they all slept down here. And it's crazy. So the cousins that you've met here, Johnson, Tata, Angie, they're all Uncle Hector's kids. Uncle Hector never left the island. He was born here, raised here, died here. He never left. He never left with my mom, with Uncle Roy and Uncle Nono. He decided this is where he wanted to be forever. And if you could see just out here, there used to be an old toilet that was built over the water here. I don't know if there's... Yeah, I remember the old toilet. Or how they say here, CR. You can see all the... They used to just be built. Where? Just there? Can we have a look? Wow.
Remember that tree? Yeah.
So
It was too fast. There's a ladder, like a
yeah.
ladder thing. Yeah.
So just here, there was a
Then you chat
was the old toilet, over 100 years old. They built it out of wood, and it would sit across here, and the little bit of wood that you had, you could pretty much see straight down, and that's where you went.
And your just go straight to the water.
And your disposables would just go straight to the water there. So it really is crazy to see what it's like now. There's really like no one took care of this. After Yolanda, after Yolanda, they decided just to leave it. It'd be nice if we could restore it and, you know, clear all this out and maybe build like a memorial or something.
Yeah, it should be ancestral. That's not.
Yeah. But look at this view that they had. Oh. You can see some of the stone that's left from the foundations. There's nothing left really, is there?
Only the water tank is like completely left.
So after you land there, it's pretty much a couple of posts and the water tank that's left. Honestly, it's a little crazy to see all this again and to understand our family story and the history that goes along with it. Which way we go? This way? Go back?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, there's not really much left to see here, so we're going to explore around the rest of the island. So as I was saying before, what's that? Oh.
Still, part of the house is big.
Oh yeah. So even over here, this was part of the house here. You can see it's been bolted down. It survived all this. Might just be a log, you know, but piece of wood, but it survived all this time. Gives you a scope of actually how big the house was from where we just walked, and all of this, which is just overgrown now. But yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, the story goes, which it's kind of hard to believe, but then I've confirmed it with many family members that, and everyone's pretty much on agreement that the Agta helped Lulu Andreas, and you know, how else did he manage to purchase all the land around here in the Bintayan Islands and Cebu all those years ago? You know, what would make his land and produce grow more than anyone else's? I don't know. And when you ask stories, and you ask the stories of anyone who saw it or heard it, you know, the people that were eyewitnesses, they're no longer with us. But my mum said, and a couple of my aunties, that they could smell when he was around. He smoked a peace pipe and would smell, the area would smell like sulfur. So I don't know if that's a supernatural thing or whatnot, but there's definitely no smells of sulfur around here. Back onto the main, is this the main road? No.
No, not it.
So all of this here was all like opened and clear, and you could see the house over there near the water. As you can see now, 100 years later, mainly thanks to the typhoon Yolanda, there's really nothing left. If the family sees this, maybe we should all like donate and chip in and help restore the old house so that we all have somewhere to go and reunite, you know, whenever we can. None of us really would be where we are if it wasn't for Lulu Andreas and everything he did for the family.
Yan?
What's he looking for?
He tried to look the old chapel.
Ah.
Where Mom and Dad get married.
So the old chapel that was here where they got married, every February we celebrate the Lulu Andreas Fiesta. They used to be here, but they transferred it to the island of Batigis back over there. And that's why which is it, February?
26, 27.
Every 26, 27, they hold a fiesta there, Lulu Andreas Fiesta. It used to be here, as you can see, but unfortunately it's been Yeah, it's just been, not even ruins left. So they transferred it. We built a new chapel over to Batigi's. Yeah, in Moswagon.
Yeah,
Yeah. So they transferred it over there, and every 26, 27, they hold a fiesta there for little Andreas. That's his birthday. Yeah, because that's what his birthday was, the 27th of February. I'd like to walk around the whole island. It might take an hour or so to get to walk from one side to the other. These guys, they don't want to walk it. We're going to take this tricycle, explore the island. All right. There's nothing really to hold on to. So we're stopping for some fuel for the bike. As you can see, back there was the elementary school and the high school, and that's where my mum and her siblings, and I'm not sure with my grandmother and her siblings if that's where they went to school, but you can see it was quite a walk for the people around here where you go. And for the island back in Boutiques, they would catch that boat. Even now, the school children, the high school children would catch that boat across like we did and walk all this way to just go to school. Kind of makes you think how lucky we are back in Australia that we don't have to walk so far. So I haven't seen any street lights, and if you guys don't know, out here it gets really dark. Tourists like this in these islands aren't for tourists; they're for the locals, and the only tourists they see are family members like myself that come back every once in a while. Because it's how they do it. So there's no gas stations here in the islands, and so they store the fuel in glass bottles, and they sell it for how much is like a liter?
70?
70 pesos a liter. So that's like almost $2 Australian a liter. Yeah. All right, we're going back on this bike. Oh, there's no shocks on this thing, so here we go.
You have this thing in your place too?
No, not like this. We're picking up stragglers. Kakos. All right, we're gonna stop off and have a look at this basketball court.
Not the other one you're talking
This is where they the last time I was here in '98, there was a fiesta, and I remember if you know anything about fiestas here in the Philippines, they hold them on the basketball courts, and yeah, I remember this. Everyone was here back then, right? The whole family, mom, dad, Zoli. You were only like a little kid then, but this was the basketball court, and this is where they held the fiesta. Where our table was here. Yeah. There's the stage. It's I remember dancing here. The way they do it here in the island and even in the city sometimes they pay per song, so you have to donate money or you donate, right? Donate money, 100 pesos per song, and then so you get up and you dance, or you'd walk over and pick a girl, pick a partner to dance with, and at the end of the song they'll stop and wait for another donation so that you could dance again. Where?
Johnson is here. Ice.
Mineral? Ah, it's okay.
Sean ko no.
Uy!
Sean.
Without decision.
This na.
Basta. This is Johnson.
Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the vlog.
Di mo nagliwala.
Dito, toyok na niya. Dito may sa Karambalay. Video na mo niya. Toyok nito eskwelahan.
Hi, hello.
Dito most talented.
Hello pa, kumusta?
Can you say something to my mom and Auntie Flory?
Musta ninyo ang team? Musta ko no?
Kumusta ka muna ate? Ara kami dito, naligos dagat kay wag kayo nagalumos.
Alright.
It's your
Tagay.
You can use that in your own show. Check that. Hawa.
So the way they drink here is called tagay. It's you shot beer and then you pass the glass around. So
Grubis ko, dahil pungkol. English, so much sila buhay. Pangalala mo.
Okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go!
Hindi mo man sabihin, nadarama ko rin na ikaw ay mayroon ding pag-ibig sa akin. Kahit na anong gawin, hindi maikukubli. Ba't di pa pagbigyan ng ating puso't damdamin? Nakalimot na po.
Ang mag-alala. Paghihintay ang pag-ibig, tanging alay sa iyo. 1, 2, 3, go!
Babago ang isip ko, andun ay ang pagtingin, sana'y ganun ka rin. Giliw akong sakali mang ikaw ay mayroon ng iba.